And we are live. Just a quick one, really. Little pre-fight chat before the main event. We won't go for long. We'll see how it goes, but loads of people are going live right now, so not really sure where this one's going. Just a quick pre-fight chat, final thoughts, your final predictions, I guess. You know, we'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a great fight. I really can't wait for it. It's going to be tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. I've ordered the pay-per-view already. Just waiting for it to start now, really. It's going to be a great fight, man. Unbiased heavyweight rankings and news. He says salute. He's got Deontay Wilder by knockout in round 10. Yeah, I've got Wilder by knockout as well. I'm not really sure on what round, if I'm being honest. I just think at some point Deontay Wilder's going to land and it'll be good night. I think Fury's going to make a mistake. And, you know, this time Wilder will capitalise and he'll knock Tyson Fury out. But I could be wrong. You know, Tyson Fury's proven me wrong numerous times in the past. Well, against Klitschko and against Wilder first time around. So, listen, Fury's got the capabilities of pulling it off. Don't make no mistake about that. But yeah, I think it's a tough assignment for both guys. But I'm leaning towards Deontay Wilder by knockout. I think the main card, I think it goes live in about an hour's time in the UK. I think it starts about 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. So I'm waiting for that to come around. We'll switch the pay-per-view on. We'll have a look at the undercard. There's not too much on the undercard, in all honesty. The only fight I'm kind of interested in on the undercard is what's it called? Gerald Washington and Charles Martin. That fight's okay for an undercard fight, but apart from that, the card sucks. I like Navarrete, but he's not fighting anybody. You know, he's fighting another unknown dude, so don't really expect much from that. Yeah, Max, that is true. Tyson Fury, he does always get picked against. Even me, you know, like his two biggest fights, I've picked against him both times. Well, this is the third time, sorry, I've picked against Tyson Fury in his biggest fights, and I've got it wrong twice. So, what do I know? What the fuck do I know? It's going to be good though, man. I can't wait. The whole weight of both guys to me is interesting, both from Wilder and Fury. Deontay Wilder's a career heaviest. How's that going to play a factor? How's that going to impact for Deontay Wilder? Yeah, he might be punching harder now with that extra weight, weight behind those shots. But if he's missing as badly as he was last time, Wilder could gas out a lot quicker. So he needs to be careful carrying that extra muscle. He really does. He needs to be careful, you know, carrying that extra weight, as does Fury, you know. Yeah, Fury now, he may be, stronger in the clinch. He's got a big weight advantage. You know, maybe up close he's going to be a lot more effective because of the weight. But again, that extra weight is going to slow down his reactions, slow down his feet, slow down his hands. So I'm not sure with this weight. Yeah, Max, both guys looked very good at the weigh-in. I know Tyson Fury had that vest on, but his arms looked fucking juiced up, man. I can't lie. And as for Wilder, again, you know, he looked in great shape as well. Wouldn't be surprised if both guys are on something, if I'm being honest. I heard a rumor, I'm not sure how true this is, but I heard a rumor that there's hardly been any VADA testing on this fight. I'm not sure whether that's true or not. I'm not sure. I saw a rumor that there was 2 weeks VADA testing for the fight. That can't be true, surely, for a big fight like this. Unbiased heavyweight rankings and news. He's got Washington stopping Charles Martin. I've heard a few people say that. I've still got Charles Martin, late stoppage. But, yeah, that's a good fight. It's a good crossroads fight, I guess. JR Smile in the building. Big up to JR Smile. He says he can see Wilder winning if Fury gets cut in the middle rounds. Yeah, that's another thing, that cut. Is it going to open up? I heard Wilder mention that he's heard that cut got opened up in sparring. So if that's true, you know, that could be detrimental to Tyson Fury. That's one thing I don't want to see, man. I don't want to see this fight ended on a cut. That would be just our luck as boxing fans, to be hyped, We're looking forward to it. Imagine this fight ends on a cut, like some bogus BS cut. That'd be horrible. So all I'm saying is all I hope for is a clear and conclusive winner with no fuckery. That's what I'm hoping for as a fan. I want a clear winner, and I'll be happy with a good fight as well. Yeah, Bronze Beast, but Lance Armstrong, he was juicing for God knows how long. Look how long he got away with it. I think most of these guys are on something, if I'm being honest. Most of them are. Beasley London, he's on his third glass of Jack Daniels. What's happening? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. We're on tea at the minute. No hard stuff. I was gonna buy some beers, but fuck it. I'm gonna try and be sober tonight and enjoy the fight. I'm really fucking tired. I can't lie. So it's gonna be a mission staying up to like 5 a.m. to watch this. It's gonna be a mission, but it's a great fight, so I'll do it. Might have a little power nap in a couple of hours. So yeah, man. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, unbiased boxing. Unbiased heavyweight rankings and news. No fuckery. Then it's a draw. Yeah, exactly. More than likely. Imagine Yo, we're back. I think we're back. There we go. We are back. Jesus Christ. Mate, my internet recently has been absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. The last 2 weeks, man, every single time I've tried to stream, it cuts out. So, hence the lack of streams. It's a pain in the fucking ass. It's BT as well, you know. And I'm watching this fight on their online box office. So, if that shit fucking cuts out again, I'm going to be fuming. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we've got through the worst of it, and yeah, hopefully we got through it. I want to see this fight, but yeah, that's proper throwing me off my stride now. That's so annoying, man. That's so annoying. Anyway, I'm not sure what I've missed. Not sure what I've missed here. I'll go back to George Taylor. He says, of course, they'll stop it on cuts. Any excuse to stop the fight, they'll do it. Yeah, more than likely. More than likely. Echo falls in its own leg. Wilder's been on the juice to get to 231. It's a big weight increase. It really is. But, you know, Fury himself's put, 16.5 pounds on. Both guys have really bulked up. And both guys look to be carrying that weight quite well. You know, Wilder still looked pretty slim. He looked toned. He looked athletic. And, you know, from what we could see of Tyson Fury, you know, he himself looked pretty good. In his workout videos, he looks quite loose, you know, a bit stronger. Both guys look good to me. So, yeah, pleased with what I've seen from both fighters. Really pleased. By the way, lads, can you guys hear me okay? If you guys can hear me, yeah, I can hear myself. I just checked. I've just checked, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, lads. That's such a pain when the internet goes out. Such a pain. It puts you off as well. So bloody annoying. But yeah, both guys looked good on the scales. It's going to be interesting though to see how that weight plays a factor in this fight. I mentioned earlier, but I can see the downsides and negatives of both guys putting on weight. Wilder himself, you know, obviously at the best of times when he's 210 pounds, he's got crazy punching power. But if he could connect at 230 pounds, theoretically he's going to be punching harder. Because even when Wilder does weigh in a bit heavier, in like the high 220s, that right hand is still very quick. And obviously it's, you know, still has devastating impact. So if you can land that shot with the extra weight, maybe Fury this time doesn't get up. So there's that for Deontay Wilder. But like I said earlier, if Wilder's missing a lot, carrying extra weight, he could gas out quicker. So yeah, he needs to be careful. And that's for Tyson Fury. You know, his style for me primarily is evading punches, keeping it on the outside, moving his feet, feinting. He's got a high energy style, and carrying that extra weight, number one, is going to make it harder to pull off, but also it's going to slow down his reactions, you know, evading punches, things like that. So the extra weight from Tyson Fury could be a hindrance to him. But obviously, if he can get on Wilder's chest and rough him around, it could be a positive. So we'll see how both guys apply themselves. We'll see who comes out on top. But it's a great fight. It's a great fight. 100% BG London. That's what I'm saying as well. May the best man win. No excuses. Yeah, no excuses. Fuck it. No excuses. But yeah, I've got Wilder in this one, but you know, yeah, Fury can definitely do it if he applies himself, has the right game plan. It's going to be interesting actually to see how Fury actually approaches this. Is he going to do what he says he's going to do, and try to go for the knockout? Is he actually going to do it? I'm not sure. I'm still not sold on that personally, but we'll see. But BG London said in the chat, no excuses allowed. Exactly. No excuses. None of that nonsense. Unless it's like fuckery, like a robbery or something like that. We don't want to hear excuses. You know, best man is going to win. And for me, the winner of this fight is the number one heavyweight in the world. You know, we've got 3 elite level guys right now, and 2 of them are fighting. So I've got to put the winner as number 1. Again, you guys may disagree. Some people out there will still put Joshua as number 1, but I have the winner of this fight as number 1. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit scatty at the minute. I'm a bit that whole thing wound me up a bit earlier with that internet. It wound me up. I've not been like sniffing coke or anything like that. Zebra FN, will you be streaming the fight? Now I've actually purchased this one. I've purchased it. I am a streamer, though. I do stream a lot of fights. I can't lie, but this one I thought, do you know what? Let's buy it. I want to avoid any hiccups. You know, I don't want my stream crashing. You know, and me missing good action. I want to see this fight from start to finish, crystal clear. So yeah, I've bought this one. I've purchased it. Funny story, actually. The first fight, I wasn't sold on it. I thought Tyson Fury was coming back way too soon in that big fight. I felt he needed more time, and I felt Tyson Fury was going to get squashed. So I never bought that first fight, and I've got a funny story about it. So I found a stream, all good. The stream was actually brilliant. Round after round after round, crystal clear, no freezing. I was seeing all the action. It was a great stream. Round 12 happens, the fucking stream cuts out. But the stream, it cuts out on the picture, but I can still hear the commentary. And obviously I was hearing what was going on without seeing it. I thought fucking Tyson Fury got knocked out. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. And I basically missed the whole of the 12th round live because I was streaming it. So, yeah, that kind of ruined my experience first time around. But it serves me right for streaming like a cheap fucking cunt. So, yeah, I'm going to buy this one. I don't want to miss anything crazy. And I think this fight deserves our support, to be honest. I really do. The card's not great, I've got to say. The undercard is pretty trash, apart from Martin Washington. I'm not really interested in any other fights on the undercard, but who knows? We might get a couple of good fights. George Taylor, does anybody know a good place to stream the fight? Usually I buy, but I'm not paying 25 quid. That's my limit. What sites do I use? So I use VIP Box. I think it's vipbox.net. That's one of the sites I use. Let's have a look if I've got any favorited. 1 second. What do I use? Okay, C188, he's saying Planet Stream on Twitter. Okay. Yeah, there are various different websites to use out there. Yeah, Crick Free, Adam Scott, that's a good shout. Yeah, Aobs as well, he said Crick Free. Crick Free is usually pretty reliable for me. It's pretty good. Yeah, Front Row Sports, BG London, that's a good one. VIP League as well. Aobs, he's saying Mob Draw. Never heard of it, actually. I'll note that one down myself. I'll note that one down myself. There we go. See, we learn something new every day. We've got a new streaming site for ourselves. Noah Zubiri, big up Noah. He's saying VIP League or Strikeout. I've never heard of Strikeout. I'm going to take that down as well. See, here we go. Helping each other out. That's what it's all about. We've got a great fucking community here. There we go. Yo, lads, if you could smash the like as well, it'd be much appreciated. Just helps us out. Well, apparently that's what they say. Helps us out. So yeah, if you could smash the like, be cushy, be Gucci. Yep, see George Taylor, he's got loads of options there. He's got loads of options. I'm going to follow this Planet Stream as well while we're at it. Never heard of them either. Let's have a look. Planet Stream on Twitter. Let's have a look at this shit. Okay. Planet Stream. There we go. Found it. Perfect. Yeah, they look pretty good actually, Planet Stream. I think I found the correct one. There we go. Yeah, found it. Aobs, he's streaming this. He'll buy the undisputed fight. Yeah, that's fair enough. The thing is with these fights, though, these late night fights, when you stream them, there's a good chance you'll stay up and you'll get a terrible stream and you've got a terrible experience. You've stayed up all that time to have a terrible stream. That's what I was worried about tonight. So I thought, fuck it, I'm going to buy it. Just going to buy it. We ain't going to stream it. We're going to buy it tonight. And yeah, so that was my decision. 25 quid's a lot for a pay-per-view. It really is. I mean, I'm not made of money. I ain't broke by any means, but I'm not fucking made of money. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am genuinely looking forward to it. Yeah, Copend09, big up Copend09. Planet Stream are good, but they got shut down a lot, probably by Coogan and his bent leg snitching. Yeah, exactly. Man down. Unbiased heavyweight rankings and news. AJ's still going to have the best resume. In terms of quantity, yeah, but let's say Fury wins, for example, he would have a better version of Klitschko and Deontay Wilder on his resume. And, Joshua doesn't have wins as good as any of those two, as far as I'm concerned. So maybe Joshua's resume's got more depth to it, but in terms of the best wins, Fury would have two better wins than anything Joshua has. And even Wilder, if Wilder were to knock out Fury tonight, then you could argue that version of Fury is still better than anybody Joshua's fought. So yeah, I get your argument, but these two are putting it on the line tonight, and yeah, for me, the winner of this fight's number one. For me, again, and that's not to say they're number one indefinitely. That's just for this moment in time. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? This doesn't define the era or anything like that. There's a lot of time left, but this fight for me, for the present time, determines who's number one. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Yeah, Adam Scott, he says, I wish I missed all 12 rounds of Ruiz AJ2 in fairness. Yeah, the fight actually started like it'd be a good fight. Joshua landed that good right hand, cut Ruiz. I thought it was going to be a good fight, but yeah, Joshua was kind of sticking and moving behind that jab and neutralized the threat basically without actually exerting himself. It was a good boxing display, but, for people who buy an Anthony Joshua fight were not entertained. As a boxing fan, I quite enjoyed the performance. But yeah, the casuals who buy like the Joshua fans who buy these pay-per-views, that's not what they're used to seeing. And the people who I was actually watching the fight with, they wasn't entertained at all. So yeah. But yeah, I agree, Adam. It wasn't a great fight, in fairness. Just a decent fundamental boxing display by Joshua. Noah Zubiri, he can't risk the stream. He missed 2 rounds of Joshua Ruiz 2 and Wilder Fury. Yeah, I had trouble on Wilder Fury as well. First fight, I streamed that and missed the last round. I caught all the rounds before that, first 11, but I missed round 12. BG London, Fury better knock out Wilder early. 271 is too heavy for 12 rounds. I agree. There were a few theories online, though, about Fury's weight. Some people are saying he was wearing like a weight belt or something like that. Other people are saying it's because he drank loads of water before the weigh-in. There's a lot of theories going around about Fury's weight. He doesn't look fat, though. That's the thing. In like training, he looks pretty. I wouldn't say slim, but he looks in decent shape. So maybe he's playing some mind games on the scales. Who knows? Wilder himself being so heavy, at a career heaviest, how's that going to affect him? My whole thing for Wilder, if he's conservative in regards to his punch output, shouldn't really affect him. But if he's like the first fight where he's throwing wildly and missing, carrying that extra weight while missing could actually gas him out quicker. So I'm buzzing, man. Like Crazy D3 said, I'm buzzing as well, man. Absolutely buzzing. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. I hope Fury actually comes out and tries to fucking bang with Wilder. That'd be great, man. Because who knows, carrying that extra weight with that massive weight advantage, who knows what can happen if Fury clips Wilder. If Fury turns into a shot while Wilder's overextended. Listen, man, Fury can definitely hurt Wilder. He did first time around in the 12th round, especially. So uh, it's possible. It's possible. Adam Scott, there's a reason Wilder is so confident about talking about this fight, and politics is one of them. 3 American judges and an American ref. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And listen, man, a lot of people before this fight were saying that Fury being with Top Rank buys him more political pull in the States. Certainly doesn't look that way. The fight's in America, in Wilder's country, with 3 American refs, an American judge. Sorry, 3 American 3 American judges, an American ref. And yeah, everything seems to be in Wilder's favour again. And even look at when the fight's taking place. Tyson Fury's had that bad cut. And basically, in an ideal world, you would have liked to have seen him out the ring a bit longer so it can heal. Everything's in Wilder's favour. So the whole, Fury's got more political power with Bob Arum, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Aobs, that's the only thing I'm worried about in this fight is Kenny Bayless, because he is notorious for not really being a fan of inside work. And if Fury's trying to do that in this fight, yeah, he could be in for a rude awakening, put it that way. Yeah, Glenn Feldman, Dave Moretti, and Steve Weisfeld, they're pretty good, yeah, Noah. They're not too bad. Crazy D3, he's got Fury to shock the world again. Too many people are overlooking him. Yeah, I think we've all got one of those fighters where we just keep on overlooking them. And Tyson Fury is my fighter for that. Like I said, I picked against him against Klitschko. I picked against him against Wilder 1. And I'm picking against him again tonight. So Fury's turning into that fighter where I'll just keep on picking against him and I'll keep on getting it wrong. So maybe the same happens tonight. Yeah, Copendo 9 and Noah. Yeah, that card tonight. Yeah, it's good that ITV are back in the game. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I watched that Cody Davis Umar Sadiq fight. That was a good fight, actually. That was a good fight. Who's fighting right now? I'm not even watching it. Oh. On a bit of H2O at the minute. H2O. Crazy D3. If Fury drops him, Wilder's gonna panic and swing like a madman. Yeah, that'd be great though. If that happened, if somebody got dropped and it turns into an all-out war, that's what I want to see, man. That's what I want to see. BG London, good point. When you're heavy, you naturally pace yourself, guaranteed a slow start from both guys. Yeah, that could happen. Feeling out rounds early on, first 2 or 3 rounds, prodding and probing with a jab. I think Fury probably picks up those rounds based on the greater activity, more accuracy, things like that. But I think, as the fight goes on, as they warm up, they'll start to take chances and, either Fury gets caught and gets knocked out, or Fury, evades Wilder. Wilder gets more and more desperate and he just outboxes him. Or maybe it's neither one of those scenarios. Maybe it's just a complete war. Who knows? I would love for it to be a war. It'd be great. The hype this fight has, if it turns into a great fight, a war, I think it does boxing the world of good. And listen, a week ago, I really wasn't sure how well this fight was being received over here in the UK, but the last 2 days in particular, I've noticed a real buzz for it. Like last day at work on Friday, a lot of people were talking about this fight. A lot of people were, so this fight's got real buzz. It really does. it's got that big fight feel. I've not been this excited for a fight in a long time. If we're talking heavyweights, the last time I was this excited for a fight was probably Klitschko versus Hay, believe it or not. That's the last time I was this excited for a heavyweight fight. I've been excited for many fights, but yeah, this one is just, just feels like a special event, a special occasion. And yeah, I fucked everyone off this weekend. Could have gone out, could have done this, could have done that. No, fuck that. I'm going to stay in and watch the boxing. I ain't going to go out and fucking miss this at all. Yeah, Joshua Klitschko was up there as well. Adam Scott, no doubt about it. But something for me as a David Haye fan as a kid, like David Haye versus Klitschko was like a big thing for me. I remember looking forward to that fight for like 2 years because originally they were supposed to fight in like 2009, but the fight actually happened in 2011. So I was waiting for so long for that fight, and it just seemed like the biggest fight in the world at the time as a 16, 17-year-old, whatever I was back then. But yeah, man, that was a big fight to me. Yeah, BG London. Everyone knows about this fight now. It's just it's found that next level, which I wasn't sure that it would. I'll be honest with you, I really wasn't sure it'll be that big, but it's done. It's doing great from what I can see on social media. From what people are saying around me, everyone's hyped, everyone's excited. So it's great for the game. It really is. Hopefully now it's just a good fight. Because the worst thing that can happen in these moments is for it to be super hyped and it be a complete and utter dud. That's the worst that could happen. So fingers crossed it's a good fight. Fingers crossed it's a good fight with no fuckery. That's the main thing. Copendo 9, did you watch the Golden Contract last night? Bits and pieces. So I saw O'Hara Davis. I saw his fight. That was actually quite a decent fight. And I saw Tyrone McKenna versus Mohamed Mamoune. By the way, that Mamoune fight was an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace because Tyrone McKenna did not win that fight. Straight up. That was an absolute disgrace. The only reason Tyrone McKenna got that decision was to set up that O'Hara Davis fight because there's beef there. Absolute joke. But yeah, I saw a couple of fights. Copendo 9. They're the two fights I saw. O'Hara Davis and Tyrone McKenna. I actually hope O'Hara Davis beats Tyrone McKenna, to be honest with you. I really do. Hopefully OD puts him out of it. Yeah, hopefully OD lays him out, sorry. That'd be a decent fight, though. It'd be a decent fight, but yeah. Tyrone McKenna did not win that fight as far as I was concerned anyway. He was very lucky. Very, very, very lucky. But, that's boxing. We see that all the time. We see that all the time. Hopefully there's not. Yeah, hopefully there's none of that tonight. That's what I'm saying. We don't want that fuckery. Yeah, Fury had a mini-series on ITV. I've still not seen any of that, by the way. I've still not seen any of that. See, I'm not a big fan of things like that. I never have been, like the whole reality TV aspect of boxing. Never really been a big fan. I'll watch documentaries on like historical fighters, things like that, but I don't really watch anything like that about modern day fighters. Just not my cup of tea. Like I like series like when HBO did those Greatest Night series, when they would like do an episode on one historic fight that was on HBO. So they did like Meldrick Taylor versus Julio Cesar Chavez, for example. That was an episode, and I thought that series was really good. I think it was HBO Greatest Nights. I liked that series. I've seen those multiple times as well. I really enjoyed them. Yo, Dominic Chechery in the building. Big up to Dominic. What's going on, man? What's going on, Dominic? Hopefully you're good. Dominic, yeah, you just came in after I've talked about the MTK fights. So I only saw two. I saw O'Hara Davis. That was a good little fight, good stoppage. and I saw the Tyrone McKenna fight, which I thought was an absolute robbery. I felt Tyrone McKenna clearly lost that fight. He got a complete gift, and in my opinion, it was purely to set up that fight with Ohara Davis, because there's a bit of beef there, and it will sell. It will sell okay anyway for that level. And yeah, I thought that fight was a robbery. But I've not seen the Walsh fight, and I've not seen the Jazza Dickens fight. I need to see those fights still. But I quite like that little tournament going on there, that whole golden contract. I think that's a great little idea. I really do. Hopefully, it's a thing we see every year, because I like it. I really do. Adam Scott, I think he actually hurt Klitschko in that fight at one point. I think there was one point where he actually caught Klitschko with like an overhand right, and Klitschko kind of he was a bit buzzed. He was a bit buzzed in that fight at one point, but Hay was just, too gun shy. I think he went in there, he realised that, this guy isn't quite the robot I made him out to be. And yeah, he just wasn't in that fight at all. He really wasn't. One thing that surprised me about that fight was the athleticism of Vladimir Klitschko. He was actually he showed some great athleticism in that fight against David Hay, considering how quick David Hay was back then. Klitschko, for a big man, didn't look that much slower, especially on his feet. But there we go. It's a long time ago now. So it's a long time ago. Yeah, Adam Scott. I think David Hay was petrified in that fight. He fought like it. He fought like he had no confidence at all. Yeah, I like those MTK Golden Contract tournaments as well, Dominic. I think they've been great. I think they've really been great. Oh, Copendo 9. What should be the next weight class for a UK tournament, the MTK tournament? Great shout. Next weight class for the MTK, maybe middleweight. You've got guys like Mark Heffron, Jason Wellborn, people like that. 154 you could put there as well. There's a few divisions you could do. There's a few divisions out there. Like maybe even cruiserweight, the likes of Isaac Chamberlain, Luke Watkins, Dion Juma. People along those lines. Cruiserweight could be a good option, actually. Yeah, Nick Webb got the Ultimate Boxer, yeah. Yeah, so BG, yeah. Nick Webb was in Ultimate Boxer, and the MTK tournament is like full fights. It's like a mini Super 6, basically. Or sorry, like a mini World Boxing Super Series, like a lower level one, though. But there's been some good fights. There's been some good fights. I think Ohara Davis is going to beat Tyrone McKenna in the final. I've got Ohara Davis knocking him out because, Tyrone McKenna really doesn't fight to his height and reach. He doesn't take advantage of it. He gets too involved. And against Ohara Davis, I think that's a recipe for disaster at that level. If you fight like that against Ohara Davis at that level, you'll get knocked out, in my opinion. So I think Ohara Davis is going to win this tournament. And if he does, that puts him in a good position as well. 99 Boxing, a.k.a. Boxing Squared. Evening, Dell, you doing an all-nighter? Now, I'm not going to be streaming all night. I'm going to be just talking for a little bit longer. And maybe there's no real time frame to end this. But yeah, once I get a bit tired, I'll switch this off and enjoy the boxing on my lonesome, basically. But yeah, I'm knackered now. I'm really knackered now, if I'm being honest. It's been a long day. So I was really debating whether to have a nap before this fight starts or not. Probably risky, right? Having a nap might be a bit risky. We'll see. We'll see. George Michael, he can't stay out for this fight. Unsure of the result. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm going with Wilder. That's my prediction, but I'm not entirely convinced. I'm not entirely convinced. The only outcome that I'll be semi-surprised with is Wilder on points. But even that is not outside the realms of possibility if like Wilder drops Fury like 4 times or something, which is possible. It is possible. So yeah, even Wilder on points isn't, it's not super crazy in my opinion. Like any outcome could happen here. That's why it's a great fight. And Fury's really convinced people about this knockout claim. He really has. He's convinced a lot of people. That's interesting to me. Dominic Chetchery, he's going to have a nap. He can't be asked for the undercard. Yeah. He can't be asked for the undercard. The only decent fight on the card is Martin Washington. Yeah, I might have a little nap and wake up before Martin Washington. That's what I might do. But that's risky, man. That is really fucking risky. I don't want to miss this fight. Dilemma. Decisions, right? Third world problem. No, first world problems. What am I fucking talking about? See, that's how tired I am. First world problems. Jesus Christ. I've got no energy drinks right there. So I can't even fucking speak. I've got no energy drinks either. Nothing like that. Just coffee. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Dominic, that's what I'm saying, man. I might... I don't know. I think I might just try and stay up and just watch the whole card. Fuck it. Echo falls on its own leg. He's saying Washington beats Charles Martin. Again, most of the people I see talking about this fight are picking Washington. Most people are picking Washington. I'm picking Charles Martin personally. But yeah, a lot of people are picking Gerald Washington in that fight. I think that's a good little fight. Could be a fun fight while it lasts. Washington looked in really good shape at the weigh-in. Sorry, he looked in great nick. Charles Martin, on the other hand, a bit flabby, a bit pudgy, but he comes to fight. He impressed me in that defeat against Adam Kaunecki. I thought he was going to get beat up, but in that fight, Charles Martin showed a pretty good chin. He showed pretty good heart, and he stuck in there. He was actually hurting Kaunecki in that fight late on, and that was only a 10-rounder. If that was a 12-rounder, that would have been very interesting. So in that fight, Charles Martin really kind of reinvigorated my interest in his career, I guess. And I'm looking forward to this fight. Yeah, BG London, I totally agree with that point. Washington has heart problems. Charles Martin showed heart against Kaunecki, I agree. Look at what happened against Washington when he fought Kaunecki. He got ran over. Same happened to Jarrell Miller, Deontay Wilder, Even against Amir Mansour, he was fighting like he was scared to death at times against Mansour. So, a lot of people have questioned Gerald Washington's heart, his desire. He can box a bit. He's in great shape. He takes the game seriously. But a lot of people don't really believe he's got that internal fire to make him a great fighter. And I would agree with that. I don't think he's a bad fighter. But, I just don't think he's got that, that sort of extra gear in him, I guess, that intestinal fortitude. Not saying he's a pussy, obviously not. He's a tough man, but yeah, I think Charles Martin could actually beat him in a slugfest. I think what you'll see is Gerald Washington will be boxing pretty early on. He'll probably win the first few rounds, and once Gerald Washington starts to lose his form, that's when Martin will come on top and start landing some big punches out of that southpaw stance. Yeah, I saw that, Noah. So the winner of Martin versus Washington is the number 2 in the IBF. Yep, I heard that as well. Imagine Charles Martin getting another title shot. Yes, sir, in the chat. Big up to you, sir. Woo! On some Ric Flair hype. Mate, I need some Ric Flair's fucking energy right now because I am dying, man. I am dying. Cream crackered. Yeah, Adam Scott. That's how I feel about both guys, about Charles Martin and Gerald Washington. They've kind of reached their level, like fringe world level, I would say. Fight night, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fight night, here we are. We are what? 4 or 5 hours away from the main event. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. Dominic, I have it exactly the same in terms of your thought process. I don't really care who wins either, but I've got Wilder by knockout as well. I'm not sure on what round, to be honest with you. I just think at some point Fury's going to switch off, and that's going to be curtains. Yeah, 99 boxing. So yeah, this is like it's an eliminator, but it's not a final eliminator. I forgot how they worded it, but yeah, it's not like a final eliminator. Thank Christ for that. But maybe the winner would be in line to fight in a final eliminator, I guess. So we'll see what happens there. You know, the IBF have some funny rankings at the best of times, as do all the sanctioning bodies, to be fair, but we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, definitely an eliminator, not a final eliminator. But still, though, those two guys fighting in an eliminator, it's a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy. I can understand. I can kind of understand Washington getting a fight like this because he beat Hellenius, who is fairly highly ranked in the IBF. I get Washington fighting in this type of fight, but Charles Martin, what's he done recently? He's done absolutely nothing. So yeah. Yo, hang on, Noah Zubiri. Kaunatsky versus Hellenius is an eliminator. Christ almighty. Listen, man, whoever's managing Robert Hellenius is doing a hell of a job. If they can get him a WBA eliminator of any description, they're doing a great job because Hellenius hasn't done anything for a while. His last good win was Erkan Tepa. Christ. Bob Scott, how long until the fight starts? Well, apparently in the UK, I heard the fight is going to start about 5 a.m. So what, 5 hours from now? We've got a long wait, man. We've got a long wait. A very long wait. Yes, sir, in the chat. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's have a look. Hang on. I'm going to try and sign into this BT box office thing. Let's see if this shit works. I'll be fucking fuming if it doesn't work. Christ. Right, what was my password? Shit. Fucking terrible with passwords. Ah, you cunt. Fuck it. Oh, I forgot my password already. Here we go. Sorted. I'm going to be fuming if this is choppy as hell, this stream. Anyway, yeah, I've got it in the background ready. Yeah, 99 boxing. So they installed Hellenius at number 6 in the rankings ahead of this Kaunatsky fight. He can get a shortcut to a title fight if he wins. Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Lewis Hurley in the building. Big up Lewis Hurley. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you're well. Okay, we've got Bob Scott. He's from New Zealand, like 99 Boxing, aka Boxing Squared. Big up to the New Zealand Massive. Yeah, we've got We've got to suffer here in the UK, man. We really do. We really have to suffer. Staying up fucking till 5 a.m. to watch a fight. It makes more sense to go to sleep and get up, but I'm not really in that mood right now. I'm tired, but I just don't. Yeah, I don't think I'll sleep at all. So what's the point? Might as well watch the undercard, talk some shit. Yes, sir, he's got Wilder by fix. Listen, man, in a fight of this magnitude, you can never rule out fuckery. Or in any fight, for that matter. You know, things like that always happen in boxing. Copendo 9, you give Pavel Sauer any chance versus Hughie Fury? Nah, not really, mate. I've seen Pavel Sauer fight twice. I saw him fight Filip Hrgovic. He got blitzed, and I saw him fight Jermaine Franklin, where he put up a decent effort, but lost quite handily. Yeah, he ain't that good. He really isn't that good. Hughie Fury, yeah, he's gonna pick and prod around him. Maybe even get the stoppage. Who knows? But no, Pavel Sauer, no chance. Yeah, you never know, yes, sir. You never know. Yeah, Fury's much better than Franklin. No doubt, no doubt. Jermaine Franklin to me, yeah, I don't. Uh, I'm not sold at all. At all. He's looked pretty poor, in fact, in his last few fights. Never really in the greatest shape. Jermaine Franklin's going nowhere, as far as I'm concerned. There's other prospects in the American heavyweight scene that I would give more airtime to. Put it that way. I was watching one kid earlier. Have you got anyone here heard of an American prospect called Jared Anderson? Yeah, Jared Anderson. That's it. I just tried to find him on BoxRec. I found him now. He looks quite useful. Jared Anderson. He doesn't look too bad. He's fairly young. He's 20 years old. A good amateur in the States for a long time. He could do something. He could do something. Yeah, exactly. 99 boxing. Jermaine Franklin's done nothing to prove he's like above top 50. Yeah, exactly. That's a good fight, yes, sir. Prime Razor Ruddock versus Deontay Wilder. Do you think he'd be favourite against Wilder? Oh, that's a good fight, man. Razor Ruddock, he could really punch. He's got that smash punch. He gave Tyson 2 really hard fights. He's got a really good puncher's chance versus Wilder, obviously, but maybe I'd probably side with Wilder just. It's a good fight, though. Yeah, that's it. 99 boxing. Yeah, Jared Anderson. That's it. So he's been in camp with Fury and Parker and has a top rank deal. Yeah, he's a heavyweight who actually goes to the body as well, which I like to see. Got a lovely left hook to the body. He does open up a bit too much at times. He gets caught square on, has a few defensive flaws, but for a young kid, he's got a lot of good attributes. Fairly quick hands for a heavyweight. Yeah, he's an interesting prospect coming out of America. So yeah, Jared Anderson. If you've not heard of him, give him a look. See what you think. So Jared Anderson. Type it in the chat. Pretty simple. Jared Anderson. There you go. See, I still managed to fuck it up, didn't I? Christ. Absolute muppet. Jared Anderson. He's one of the better prospects in my opinion. You've also got Sonny Konto. He looks okay. There's another dude as well. I forgot his name though. He's kind of gone quiet. There's like a Polish American dude, Nick somebody. He looks okay, but he's kind of inactive these days. But yeah, American prospects at heavyweight right now, not really looking too promising, to be honest with you. There's nobody really there that I'd be super excited about or convinced that's going to go on to be a world champion or anything like that. So yeah, Wilder right now, is reigning supreme. But after Wilder, I think America could go on another drought. I'm not sure though. Yeah, Stephen Shaw. Stephen Shaw, yeah. I've seen a bit of Stephen Shaw. Not seen too much, I have to confess. But he's doing okay at the minute. I certainly rate Stephen Shaw over the likes of Jermaine Franklin. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that for nothing. You've got Trailer Morrison as well knocking about. Again, he's inactive though, Trailer Morrison, and he's injury prone as well, which isn't a good sign. Cassius Chaney, I'll be honest, Cassius Chaney's a knockout waiting to happen. Yeah, I'm not too convinced about these prospects in the States, to be honest. Yeah, Duck, I did. I sacrificed it, mate. I sacrificed it. I'm too tired anyway. I'd be useless, mate. Trevor Bryan. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I heard Trevor Bryan versus Manuel Char's going to go to purse bids in March. So fingers crossed we could get that fight. Fight of the century. Trevor Bryan, Manuel Char. Let's get it. I'm semi-curious about that fight, though. I can't lie. I'd watch it. I'd definitely watch it. It's like Freza Quendo. That dude is still ranked. This is a question mainly for 99 Boxing, but if anyone else knows, feel free to chime in. Is Freza Quendo still like a mandatory in the WBA? Is he still a mandatory? Bryan versus Char. Oh shit. Don King's epic quest for peace. Mackel, fight's about to start. I'm live if you want to watch. The fight doesn't start until 5 more hours, 4.5 hours. Yeah, BG London, White versus Wilder definitely needs extra security. I think it'd be a shame if that fight doesn't happen. Just for the build up alone. Just for the build up, man. We need to see that fight. I think Wilder knocks him out, but Dillian would have a chance. It's just getting past that right hand. I don't think Dillian's got the feet to do it. I don't think he's got the defense to do it. But if somehow Dillian found himself on the inside, he would give Wilder a lot of problems. You best believe that. But I just don't see him getting to that inside without getting himself knocked out. I really don't. Yeah, exactly, Dominic. I'd love to see Wilder and White go at it in a presser. That'd be great. Okay, 99 Boxing. Yeah, he still owed a court-ordered title shot. That's why he remains ranked. Fucking hell. Is he even active? Is the guy still training? Does he want to continue? Or is he just trolling us and seeing his name ranked for years and years and years without fighting? He might just be having a laugh at this point. That's crazy. Is this guy on Twitter at all, Freza Quendo? Let's have a look. Let's try and find this dude. Fast Freza Quendo. Nothing fast about Frez. Christ. That is a joke situation, though. Absolute joke. Freza Quendo. Let's have a look for this dude. Fast Freza Quendo. Where's this dude at? I think I found him, I think he does have a Twitter account. Joined in January 2016. He's got 132 followers. I think that's actually him, Yeah, I think it's him. Oh, well, whatever. Whatever. Oh, fucking hell. 99 Boxing, he's clearly looking for a payout and will go the legal route to get it. He's on Twitter and Instagram. He was chewing out somebody who was slamming him in a tweet I did almost a year ago. Fucking hell. Jesus. Dominic Chechery, he says Matchroom need to stop putting female boxers at co-main event. Nobody knows enough to care. Yeah, I agree. I think it's kind of forced. I think if it's natural and if they implement it more steadily, maybe people would accept it. But yeah, right now it just seems forced. Just seems it just kills the atmosphere as well when you've got a big card and you've got to sit through like a female fight. It just seems to just drain the atmosphere of a stadium, and it's not for me, man. It's not for me. And it's not that I'm against like women's sport in that sense, because like MMA, I'm a casual MMA fan. I can watch a female MMA fight because I don't know what it is. It just seems I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just find it a lot more entertaining in comparison to female boxing. I find it a lot more entertaining. Oh shit! He said that he should be the champion given the weight. Christ Almighty! I want to see Freza Quendo in there with Arslanbek Makhmudov. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, man. Put fucking fast Frez in there with someone like that. See, if I was the WBA, I would have like mandated like somebody like Makhmudov to fight Manuel Char for the WBA regular. Makhmudov beats Char, then Freza Quendo's got to fight Makhmudov. That's what I would have done to put it on that dude. Freza Quendo, Jesus Christ. Christ almighty. Ayob, Stella, you staying up till 5 a.m.? Yeah, I think so. I say I might have a nap, but I think I'll probably stay up, mate, if I'm being honest. I think I'll stay up. Fast Frez will be dead Frez. Yeah, exactly. If he faces Makhmudov. Yeah, man. Any news on Makhmudov, actually? Let's have a look. Tell you what, there's an interesting fight in your neck of the woods in March. Dempsey McKean versus Jonathan Rice. That's a good little step up for McKean. I've not seen too much from McKean, I've got to say. But, that's a risky fight. Jonathan Rice is a really capable journeyman. He gave Tony Yoka a decent argument a couple of years ago. That's a decent test. Okay, no news on Makhmudov's next fight. I wouldn't mind seeing Makhmudov fight. Who would you put him in there with? I don't know, actually. I don't know who you'd put him in there with. I don't know. Maybe a Rudenko, someone like that. That'd be half decent, I guess. We'll see what happens with old Makhmudov. Anyway, let's have a look at this pay-per-view. Has it started yet? Yeah, it started, but it's fucking replaying the first fight. Like highlights, I think. Jesus. Oh, no, it's not. I'm fucking just behind. There we go. Nonsense. Okay. No, I don't follow Jonathan Rice on Twitter. I'll have a look, actually. I'll look now. Jonathan Rice. What's he saying? Jonathan Rice. Probably won't be able to find him, to be fair. Because, like... I can't find this dude. Yeah, I can't find this dude. But yeah, so okay. Yeah, Makhmudov versus White will be good. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. But yeah, Makhmudov right now needs to build his profile. He's got the style. He's entertaining. He knocks people out. He's aggressive. Just needs to get. He needs to get moved on now. He's 10-0. Not really fought anybody. Fought a couple of tough journeymen like Rice. Like I think he fought Avery Gibson as well. He's fought a couple of decent journeymen, but needs to start stepping up gradually now. Okay, cheers, Boxing Squared. Forever Johnny Rice. Okay, let's have a look. Let's try and find this dude. I can't find him. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find him at some point. Try that again. Yeah. We go. Get rid of that. No, I can't find it. Yeah, pay per view is ridiculous, Dominic. It is. You've got to pay for BT Sports, Sky Sports. Yeah. And then you've got to pay per view on top of it. There we go. That's the world we live in. That is the world we live in, unfortunately. I found him now. Boxing Squared. I found him. Let's have a look at this dude's Twitter. We'll drop him a follow. Yeah, he just drops some random tweets. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, every single tweet is like, we're getting money. We're trying to get money. Yeah, this dude's a weirdo. Certified weirdo. Jonathan Rice. Last year, Matchroom had shows to go to which cost £30, which is only £5 more than a pay-per-view costs. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I know, man. It's getting ridiculous with these pay-per-views. And that Joshua Ruiz pay-per-view, them increasing the price. We always knew that was going to be a slippery slope because Eddie Hearn said it was going to be a one-off from his sides, but now Warren's done it. Because this is a massive fight. Now we see two promoters doing it, and this could be the new price after a while. Who knows? Who knows? If it doesn't make a drastic difference to pay-per-view sales, then obviously they're making a lot more money by increasing the price. So if it's not drastically decreasing sales, then yeah, this will definitely be the new price if we ain't careful. We'll see. Yo, Copend, if a pay per view in this country ever costs £50, I will never pay for it. I'll tell you that now. I will never pay for it. I'll never pay for a £50 pay per view. It could be Wilder versus Joshua. I ain't paying £50 for 36 minutes. It's not worth it. I don't give a fuck. I'll stream it. I'll watch it in a club. Doesn't matter. I'll watch it some other way. Yeah, Adam Scott could be 30 soon. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, smash the like, lads, by the way. It'd be much appreciated. Get it up to 20. That'd be great. That'd be great, mate. Yeah, potentially 5 pay-per-views in the first half of this year. Yeah, exactly. So you've got the White pay-per-view, Chisora Usyk, Wilder Fury 2, Joyce Dubois. What else have we got? Yeah, mate, there's another one, I think. There's another one. Yeah, exactly, Adam Scott. I've got BT. I don't have Sky at the minute, but I've got BT. I pay a fair bit for that. Now they're charging 24 quid to watch a fucking fight. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. With Sky though, I used to use what they call, that Now TV. I used to use Now TV to watch like big Sky cards. You can buy pay-per-view on Now TV as well. That's what I used to use for like Sky Sports. But these days, I literally stream every Sky card at the minute. I'm streaming all of them. Dominic Chetchery, he'd pay £50 for David Price versus Samuel Peter. Fucking hell. Now that I might have to reconsider there. I might have to reconsider. Christ. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if Brooks on pay-per-view. Yeah, Joshua Pulev, that was it. So yeah, we could have 5 pay-per-views in the first 5 months, 5-6 months of 2020. So Wilder Fury 2, Dubois versus Joyce, Chisora Usyk, White Povetkin, and Joshua Pulev. 5 fights on pay-per-view in the first 6 months. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. But that's life. That's life. What can we do? We can either complain and still buy it, or complain and vote with our wallets. Usually, I do vote with my wallet, but this time I caved in. I did cave in. Hopefully, I don't regret it. Hopefully, it's a good fight. If it's a shit fight, I'm going to be fuming because 25 quid is steep for a pay-per-view. It is for me anyway. I find that expensive. Again, I ain't fucking broke or anything, but 25 quid to me still is a lot of money. I know the value of a pound note. I would like to think I do anyway. If you were in one of those situations where you didn't really have much growing up, or you're from that type of family, then you kind of appreciate the value of money. Well, I do anyway. That's one thing about me, and I do it too much, where I'm too appreciative. I'm too conscious of money in terms of like not spending over a certain amount in a month, things like that. So I'll miss out on things if I've spent X amount in a month, kind of thing. I'm pretty stringent with money because of obviously we struggled when I was a kid. So that sort of thing. That sort of thing's always been in my mind. So yeah, that's one of those things. Yeah, there's surely got to be a petition for pay-per-view prices in the UK. Yeah, man, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good shout, Dominic. Having a few people round to like spread the cost. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Amir Rashid, I remember in the 80s as a kid, we used to be able to watch the big fights on terrestrial TV. Those were the days, man. I can only imagine. Like even Eubank and Ben, that was on ITV. Ben versus McClellan, that was ITV. A lot of these fights were ITV. I think some of Prince Nassim Hamid's fights were on ITV as well in the 90s. Yeah, man, I can only imagine how great that must have been to see these guys, perform. They used to do massive numbers as well, like huge numbers on terrestrial TV. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, BG London. Yeah, he says he's still mad about paying for David Hay versus Valuev. Yeah, man. That was a stinker. And that's the thing, man, with these pay-per-views. When you buy one of these pay-per-views and it sucks, it winds me up for like the whole of Sunday. It'll completely ruin my day the next day, kind of thing, and the night before. It'll completely ruin my day basically. But if it's a good fight and a good card, I'll be okay with it. I don't mind spending the money if it's like a really good fight and it turns out to be, spot on. I'm not too concerned. But yeah, I like to get my money's worth, to be honest with you. Yeah, Dominic, I agree, man. It ruins my day if a card is shit and I stayed up for it. Yeah, exactly. Again, that's what we have to do as UK fans. We've got to stay up for these cards. And these days, I've got to be honest, as I get older, I'm 25 now, I'm a lot more selective with the cards I stay up for. I really am. A lot more selective. I used to stay up for every fucking fight, even if it was like some random fight between two B-level guys, I'd stay up for most fights, but now I'm selective what I stay up for because I value my fucking sleep these days. I really do. One of my favourite times of the day is getting in bed, mate. 99 boxing, time for a nap. Enjoy the fight, Dale. You too, son. You too. Subscribe to Boxing Squared. You guys have heard of Boxing Squared, one of the best heavyweight channels on YouTube. Big up, Boxing Squared, man. Big up. Yeah, Copend09. One positive is the likes of AJ, Dillian, etc. are around 30, and there is nobody younger underneath apart from Dubois coming through that looks like a pay-per-view fighter of the future. Hopefully that slows pay-per-view. That's a good point, Copend. That's a really good point. Yeah, man, that's a good point. And even in the States, there's only Wilder. Very, very good shout. That's a very good shout, man. Unless, someone like what's his name? David Adelaide with Frank Warren, maybe he can do something, but there's very few prospects in the West, apart from Dubois, that look like they're going to go on to potentially be stars. There's a lot of guys in Eastern Europe who are very good fighters, but these guys are not going to be pay-per-view. Yeah, I liked the Saudi Arabia time as well, Dominic. That was not too bad, man. That was pretty good. BG London Vegas is a killer. Probably going to finish at 6:30 a.m. Fucking hell. Ugh, Christ. I'm debating. I might have a nap at about 1. Maybe. Maybe. Because I am fucking tired, I've got to say. I'm super fucking tired. But I know I ain't going to sleep, so what's the point? I never sleep with, you know, for 2 hours. I can't sleep for like an hour and then wake up. I'm not one of those nappers. I never nap. If I'm going to go to sleep, I'm going to go to sleep. Do you know what I mean? Fuck me. I'll try maybe, but I'll give it. I'll chat here for a bit longer. We'll talk some nonsense. We'll talk some nonsense. I never knew Isaac Lowe was fighting tonight either. To be honest with you, let's have a look. Has he fought yet, Isaac Lowe? Oh fuck me. There we go. Okay, yeah, Matthias is fighting tonight as well, if you remember him. Just having a look if any fights have happened, sorry. Okay. I don't think any of the deep undercard is on TV. I think on BT it's only going to be 4 fights, which is a bit annoying. Yo, thank you, man. Unrivaled Boxing Talking News, big up to you, son. Yeah, just really talking some nonsense. Just final thoughts before the fight. You know how it is, man. Now, big up Unrivaled Boxing Talking News. Big up to you, son. Yeah, man, I don't know how you're doing it, mate. A 24-hour live stream. And the thing is, though, It's going to be okay until the fight's over. After the fight finishes, man, that's going to be a struggle. The last few hours is going to be a struggle. My respect for Unrivaled, man. He's got dedication. I'll give him that, man. I'll give him that. Crazy. I couldn't do a 24-hour live stream to save my life, man. Fucking hell. Dominic Chechery, good question. What's been the worst pay-per-view you've ever paid for? Mine was on this day last year, Eubank versus De Gale. The undercard was awful and it cost 20 quid. Yo, yeah. That's a good shout. Did I pay for Eubank De Gale? I forget. Did I pay for that? I don't think I did. I didn't pay for that. What shit fights have I paid for? Oh, Cleverly Bellew was fucking terrible. I paid for that shit. That was awful. That was Cleverly Bellew 2, by the way. Paid for that. That was terrible. What else did I pay for? Cleverly Bellew 2 is the one that's really kind of setting off alarm bells as for one of the worst I've bought in recent years. I don't know why I paid for that shit either. I don't pay for half of these fucking fights. Most of these fights, but I paid for fucking Cleverly Bellew 2. I don't know why I paid for it. Ramanathan Cleverly. Oh dear. Ramanathan. Oh, I did pay for Smith Groves. I did pay for Smith Groves. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm going to say Bellew Cleverly too. That's the worst pay-per-view I've paid for in recent times. Yeah, David Haye, John Ruiz. I've never paid for that one. One of the worst ones I've seen, just full stop, has been David Haye, Audley Harrison. That was a joke. That was a farce, man. Complete and utter farce. Curious World, big up to Curious World. Do you remember the first pay-per-view in the UK? It was also the best ever. Shit. First pay-per-view in the UK. Was it on Sky? Was it Tyson? Was it Tyson Holyfield? No, Unrivaled, you're right. I did buy De Gale Eubank. No, I did buy De Gale Eubank. I still think Cleverly Bellew 2 was worse, though. Cleverly Bellew 2 was worse. Oh, no, Bruno Tyson, BG London, Bruno Tyson. Ben versus Eubank was ITV. I know that much. I know Ben Eubank was ITV. Because Ben Eubank, they did crazy numbers on ITV, like mad numbers. Let's have a look at this Frank Bruno, Mike Tyson undercard that Curious World's mentioning. Have a look at this. No, Don King back in the day, man. He used to stack cards like crazy. Like you'd see Mike Tyson and Julio Cesar Chavez on the same card, things like that. Right, let's have a look at this card. Bruno Tyson. Let's have a look. Got to find it. So Mike Tyson, Frank Bruno main event. Michael Carbajal versus Melchior Cobb Castro. Bernard Hopkins versus Joe Lipsy. Keith Holmes, Quincy Taylor. Ricardo Lopez is on the card as well. Yeah, that's a good card. That is a good card. B-Hop on the card as well, man. Christ. Oh, man, that's a good card. That is a good card, I can't lie. See, this is a pay-per-view card. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 world title fights. That's a pay-per-view card, if you've ever seen one. That's a very good card. Let's have a look at the first Holyfield-Tyson fight. Let's have a look at that card. So the first Holyfield-Tyson fight, obviously the main event Tyson Holyfield. You had Akinwande versus Alexander Zolkin. WBO heavyweight title. Michael Moorer versus Franz Bofer, IBF heavyweight title. Antonio Cermeno versus Eddie Sainz, WBA super bantamweight title. And Ricardo Lopez again on the card. You had 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 world title fights on Holyfield. Tyson won. See, Don King used to stack these cards. Don King used to stack these cards, man. Say what you want about Don King in terms of treating fighters badly, but listen, for fight fans, he was arguably the best promoter of all time in terms of putting on the product, putting on great cards. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Crazy cards. Let's have a look at just randomly having a look at some of these Don King cards. Yeah, it's crazy. Some of these cards are crazy with Don King, honestly. But there we go, man. Different times. Nuts. I'm going to quickly have a look at the Tyson McNeely card quickly. Quincy Taylor, Julian Jackson, Terry Norris, Luis Santana, Bruce Seldon versus Joe Hip, Lamar Murphy versus Miguel Angel Gonzalez, and Tyson McNeely. That's a decent card. See, these cards from Don King back in the day, man, something different level. It's different level. Oh shit, Unrivaled. Yeah, I'll drop you a link, mate. 1 second, mate. I didn't see your message, mate. I was looking at different cards. 1 second, mate. Here you go. There's a link there for you. Unrivaled. Look at him. Let's have a look at this pay-per-view. Has it started yet? Still replaying the first fight. I think they're replaying the whole of the first fight, Right, let's get this dude on. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yo, I'm an apple.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Real fast. Just a curious world. Listen, it was actually right. So the very first ever pay-per-view ever, technically in the UK, was actually in '66. Henry Cooper and Ali 2. Right? It was on closed circuit television. Only could be done via but it was pay-per-view. It could on pay TV. It could only be done in movie theaters, etc. It only did 40,000 boys, but that's still technically the first. The second one ever was actually Frank Bruno versus Mike Tyson 2. And if you disagree, go and check if it was on Sky Box Office, and then look at the date, because you're saying Holyfield versus Tyson, but that fight, the first Holyfield Tyson fight, wasn't actually pay-per-view in the UK, and even if it was, just so as you know, even if it was, it took place after Bruno 2, Bruno Tyson 2. Anyway, what's up, Del? How are you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm hyped. I'm looking forward to this fight, man.
Oh, you're hyped, mate. I'm out of it.
Are you knackered yet? Are you fucked?
No, mate. I'm on 13 cans of Monster.
Jesus Christ. You have a heart attack if you ain't careful.
I'm on 13 cans of Monster and about 700 chicken wings, mate. My diet's gone today, mate. I'm getting like a stone already.
You're gonna be looking like fucking mate, you're gonna be looking like fucking Butterbean, mate. You best fucking
nah, mate. I could never look like Butterbean, mate. Not how sexy I am. Oh man.
I'll tell you what though. When you're gonna feel it after the fight ends, that's when you're gonna feel it. Because you got to go through what you're gonna feel. You're gonna really feel it once the fight ends.
I don't think so.
Do you not?
Look, I'll tell you now. If my prediction's dead wrong and I've called it completely wrong, I'm gonna feel it, mate.
Yeah, that's true.
If I'm right, I'll be hyped to go. I'll be hyped to stay on for another 24 hours.
Man, are you gonna go straight to bed after that shit? We're gonna just go about your day.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay awake until about 7 o'clock and just pass out till the next morning at 7 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep the body clock in order.
Fucking it, that's gonna be fucking crazy, man.
Oh,
Absolutely crazy.
mate, do you know what the bullshit thing is? I stayed up till 2 o'clock last night, right? So that
Oh,
I could wake up later.
yeah,
I woke up at 6, fam.
yeah,
And I couldn't go
mate.
back. You know when you stay up purposely late to wake up later so that you'll have more energy through the day, and then what happens, Del? What happens? You wake up earlier than fucking normal.
It always happens, man. It always happens. Like, I went to bed at 3 last night. I woke up at fucking 8. I know it's not that bad, but still, I'm feeling it. I'm fucking fucked. I am fucking fucked. I don't know how you're doing a 24-hour fucking stream, mate. Honestly.
Do you want to know how long? Do you want to know how long I've been live right now?
Come on.
Add 3 minutes onto whatever time it is, and that's how many hours. Like when I'm in the double digits. So let's say if it's 12:30, I've been online for 12 hours 33 minutes.
Christ. Fucking hell. Jesus. Better play to you, mate. Better play to you.
To be fair though, it's been a good day for super chats.
You can imagine.
Yeah, I've made more money in this one stream than I've made any other. According to my YouTube analytics, for the stream itself right now, like it doesn't matter because anyone who watches can count. But converted into my currency, euro,
Yeah.
157 euro.
That's pretty good, mate. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who's supported. And by the way, I'm not trying to steal your viewers, but whenever you go offline, send them over.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will, man. I ain't gonna be too late because I'm gonna try and have a little power nap. I think. I don't know yet. I'm debating it.
I'm looking forward to watching Matthias and everything. You know, I actually like the undercard. I'm like, because you know me, man. I like good fighters.
Yeah.
Even if they don't get enough props or whatever. So I actually prefer the fucking undercard to the undercard.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, is that actually on TV though?
It's not on the main card.
Yeah, is it on YouTube or anything? Like fucking
prelims are on right now on Crack.
Are they?
Yeah, on Crack. Yeah.
It's not on YouTube though. Like sometimes they do.
No, I can't find them on YouTube. But like, if you're a crackhead, you'll know where to find them. You a crackhead? I'm a crackhead.
Mate, I've got no fucking clue.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
You're a fucking Larry.
No, I ain't got a fucking clue, mate.
I've got corruption on my stream right now. Him and L Dog and Official are all talking. Yo, bro, this will tell you how much we've talked about. We've gone from all different aspects of politics in boxing to talking about Chocolatito's entire career, to talking about Jezreel Corrales, to talking about Adam Boone and veganism. That's how many topics we've been. This has been an epic, man. There's been some gold on this damn stream.
Adam Booth, mate. Fucking hell. That guy's a wrong'un. Absolute wrong'un.
But anybody go for a power nap?
Yeah.
If after the fight you want to drop by and jump on, it's on Discord. You can jump on. Just send me a fucking message.
Yeah.
I know that you're not going to because you're a cunt, but it is what it is.
I might come on actually at some point, but I probably won't have a power nap. You know, it's fucking pointless. To be honest with you, it's fucking pointless.
I'm trying to get everybody to help promote me for this fucking shit, man.
Fair play. No, I'll send them your way, mate. I'll send them your way. Copendo9, he's saying, anybody remember the Herbie Hyde and Michael Bent straightener? Yeah, those two went at it, man.
That was class. It was class.
Yeah, Michael Bent his career was short, man. See, he beat fucking Tommy Morrison, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Morrison. Who beat him though? Michael Bent.
Who beat Michael Bent?
Was it Akin one day? Oh fuck! I'm gonna Google that shit.
You don't need to. I can tell you everybody Michael Bent's ever lost to.
On.
So like, fuck. I'm trying to actually think of it now. Like, he has 5 losses. Back-to-back Collins, Malinga, Eubank Senior, and Michael Watson.
Now talk about the heavyweight, mate.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Nigel Benn.
Nah, Michael Bent.
Oh, Michael Bent. Oh,
it was Herbie Hyde. It was Herbie Hyde who knocked him out. Yeah, Herbie Hyde. Yeah, because Michael Bent beat Tommy Morrison. Yeah.
I heard you say Ben, not Bent.
Nah. Michael Bent.
I'm fucking awful, mate, right now.
You fucking coked up on fucking Monster, mate.
I ain't touched no coke, mate. I'm clean for a while. Nah, to be fair, look, I had a problem with that shit, man. I'm clean. I'm clean, boys.
Sniff,
Nah,
sniff.
Herbie Hoyt beat Michael Bent, didn't he? Didn't Bent fucking beat the dog shit out of AIDS?
He did, yeah. He beat
Yeah,
the
man.
AIDS man. He beat the AIDS man. Knocked him out.
Oh, Michael Bent was 6'3" with a 79-inch reach.
Yeah, big dude. He retired straight after that Herbie Hyde fight, though. I think he became an actor or something stupid like that. I don't know what it was, but
He had a good amateur record, 148-8.
you know,
Ain't bad, fam. Yo, like in a couple of minutes, I'll bounce off of this and jump back onto my own stream because,
nah, cool.
But I'm looking forward to Sophia coming home.
Sophia could happen. Could definitely happen, mate.
Oh man, yo! Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hit the like, hit the chat, hit the super chat. Drop the kid a super like.
Are you worried about Tyson Fury's weight? By the way,
Of course,
before
I'm fucking worried about it, mate. I'm worried about. Look, let me sum this up. This entire fight, it's a game of guess.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a game of chance. Anything can fucking happen. I don't know, man. Like, I'm rocking with a stoppage for Fury. Oh, boys.
I want to see a fucking tear up, mate. I just want to see a fucking tear up now.
Yo, if he goes in and he goes Hagler fucking Hearns with him, he's fucking pulled the wool over everyone's eyes, hasn't he?
Yeah. The weigh-in, the first time I've believed Fury's talk about the knockout was when I saw this weigh-in. That's really kind of made me think that he's actually going to go for it. Because, yeah, this could be a war, you know. It's got, oh, mate, I'm fucking hyped. Cannot fucking wait. I want to see this fucking scrub Isaac Lowe fight. For some reason. I want to see his come fight, but I can't see it anywhere, man. Fuck it. I ain't going to watch that shit anyway. Fuck.
Del, Isaac Lowe already fought.
Did he fight? Has he lost or won?
He won.
Oh, he won, yeah?
I think he won anyway. There was like 6 points deducted in the fight. 3 apiece or 3-2. Mad fight. Sure. I watched Flores versus Conway already.
All right. Good fight, or?
Yeah, it was actually solid, you know.
So are you watching this on some dodgy stream site by any chance?
Yeah, mate, I'm a crackhead. You don't get what I'm talking about, do you?
I think I do.
Look, mate, I'm a crackhead, yeah? It's that simple. And in the private chat, I'll tell you just how much of a crackhead I am.
Okay. Share away. In the private
That's how much of a crackhead I am.
Oh, yeah. That does make sense. Yeah, fucking, you got me there, mate. You got me there. So Isaac Lowe's already fought. There we go. Rolly Romero fought as well. Okay.
Del, I'll tell you now, with the shit I've been talking, if Fury gets knocked the fuck out in 2 rounds, mate.
You're going to get it.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to eat crow, but look, I'm still going, mate. I've eaten crow a lot of times.
Yeah, 100%, man. That's what it's about. Listen, you make your pick. You either get it right, you look like a genius, or you get it wrong. It's one of the two. And sometimes, yeah.
Look, if I've called this fight and everything I said actually fucking plays out and it goes that way and Fury goes southpaw and he RTDs Wilder between 9 and 12, if that actually happens, after me calling the 2 knockdowns and the robbery and the force fight, right? And that happens in this fight, I am going to look like the biggest Tyson Fury Wilder expert of all time.
Yeah, exactly. Mate, someone's getting knocked out. That's what I feel. I feel someone's going to get levered. Like, he's just going to get knocked out.
Well, can I tell you who's going to get leveled?
Go on.
The Bronze Dosser.
The Bronze Dosser. I think the Bronze Dosser's going to knock him out.
No, hold on, Duck. I've only been here a few minutes. I said I was going to jump out for a few minutes. Relax, you fucking cunt.
He's been here five minutes at most, I'd say.
Yeah, mate. Like, nah, I just dropped off just to talk with my guy Del before the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and Del are going on strong in our relationship. 2 years of pure hatred.
We've gone way back. We go way back.
Del's an abusive. He's an abusive lover. He leaves me on red. He,
Yeah, man.
he leaves me on red. He never returns any of my calls. When I send him messages, he says not tonight. Oh,
Yeah. Don't get too hung up though, like Caroline Flack. Oh, there we go. Had to drop it in there.
wow. I'm
But
telling you, man, you fucking bent that one like Philip Schofield. That was fucking class. But on a serious note, that transgression, Dwayne Wade level.
yeah, man. I need to watch the Dwayne Wade. I've subbed to your channel, but I need to watch the videos. That's a good idea, by the way.
I'll be doing more. That
That's a
one's
good
just
idea.
you two still send sex tapes to each other. Nah.
What's it called?
Observing reality. It's only got 11 subs. It'll grow. You know what, mate? I feel I was being too politically correct even then. I've gotten so used to just being YouTube. I don't even care. I actually made a Patreon. You know,
It's a good
I
idea.
decided to make a Patreon. You have a Patreon.
Yeah. There you go in the chat. Observing reality. That is Mark's second channel. Drop him a follow, man.
It's my third channel, actually.
Third channel. But yeah, follow it. Smash.
I've got Mark's Boxing Focus, which I'm gonna turn Mark's Boxing Focus into something stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that stupid second channel as well. I need to figure out what I'm gonna call it though. Want to rename it? Don't know what to call it though.
You and me should do a Misogyny Mayhem weekly podcast unrelated to this and get everyone we know to sub.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, man.
Where we can talk. So let's make that our goal.
Yeah, how long to get YouTube to shut us down? Yeah.
Make that our goal. How long? A weekly one where we just go off anything from fucking conspiracy theories to serial killers to fucking the Me Too movement, talk about feminism, the modern day society, the transgender issues, talk about Epstein, talk about the Black Book, talk about people within the Black. Just talk about everything. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's all in the public sphere. We can talk about it.
Dildo around the world. Fucking hell.
Okay. Just seen Crazy D3, just seen Hatman's latest video. Fury looks overweight. Don't say that. Nah. We'll see what he looks like on the weigh-in. Oh, sorry, on the fight.
I'll be perfectly honest. His body looks the exact same, only he looks heavier on top. That's it. Looks the exact same. It's excess skin.
Yeah, he was a fat cunt, wasn't he? So that's always going to be that's always going to be the case, man. He lost a lot of weight. He lost a lot of weight.
Let's see how he fights tonight. And if the dude fucking wins, people be looking like fools.
Yeah, man, especially
listen, Fury ain't fools.
He's a fighting man.
Us Furies, we may be a lot of things, but we ain't no fools. Fury ain't fools.
He's a fighting man, an hard man.
I fucking. Do you remember that day when my voice went when we were on the stream when I was chilling and I just turned into John?
Yeah.
Us Furies, we ain't no fools. I don't know what happened, mate, but I pure fucking. It was the coke. I'm telling you, mate. The Traveller came out there.
Man, I'm just looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to Charles Martin as well. I can't lie. That's going to be sick.
Mate, I'm telling you right now, like, if we have a great night and Martin gets knocked the fuck out and Fury knocks out Wilder, and I call both those fights.
Yeah, people need to win.
Huh?
We need the Wave God to win Charles Martin. Nah. Charles Martin by knockout.
Nah, bro, I'm for the presidents, man. The Stars and Stripes. We got the Stars and Stripes versus fucking Obi-Wan fucking Martin.
Mate, his body looks he looks like a fucking transgender going through transitions, mate. You see his fucking weigh-in? He looked terrible. But I think he'll win.
See, Washington looked mint.
Yeah, he looked ripped. He looked in good shape. Very good shape. Muhammad Ahmad, Bruce Lee. Fury KOs him in round 9 or 10, my prediction. I love that name, by the way. I love the name. Muhammad Ahmad, Bruce Lee. Love it.
Ahmad.
Oh, fucking hell. H Money was the first to ever call into T Street's show. Yeah, H Money's a crackhead, let's be honest. He's a crackhead. I don't understand how that guy, man, does what he does. He streams fucking everything, like football.
Yeah, but that's the thing. And then he says other people are struggling YouTubers, yet he can't get monetized because he doesn't have any concurrent.
No. Listen, man,
So his monetization to YouTube equals $0.00.
yeah, that guy, man. That guy. Yes, yeah, I like Snatch is brilliant. Mohammed Hamad, Bruce Lee, brilliant film. If you've not seen The Gentleman, watch that as well. It's similar. It's a good film, though. Very good film. Mate, I might wrap this one up, you know.
Yo,
I
I'm
might actually
out.
jump on
Peace.
yours.
I got. Yo, I'll send you a link on Discord, yeah?
Yeah, DM me a link and I'll come on there in a sec. I'll just wrap this up in 5-10 minutes.
All right. Take care, babes.
Wow.
Everybody in the chat, most importantly, always remember when you go water skiing to bring a towel. Or when you're going to jizz after this knockout tonight because someone gone to sleep. This is the decision I'll actually be shocked after the weigh-in. That's one thing I'll be shocked by. Peace.
Peace. So Mark is gone. He has dipped from the building. And now it's just me and you guys again. I'll wrap this up in a bit. Any questions you guys want answering, fire away. Ask what you want. Ask what you want. Nothing too personal. Hang on, let's get rid of this shit in the background. I've got loads of shit open now. Looking at random boxing cards from yesteryear. Let's get rid of that shit. There we go. Wilder matches up better with White and Joshua. Yeah, I'd agree, BG London. I think stylistically, Fury is a harder style matchup for Deontay Wilder. You know, stick and move. You know, he keeps Wilder off balance, so he can't throw that right hand. Stylistically, Fury's a harder proposition. I personally believe I make Wilder a big favourite over White and a fair favourite over Joshua. With Fury, you know, it's more up in the air for me. Yeah, Infern, that's hilarious. When Fury called Wilder a midget, Wilder's the tallest midget in the world. The tallest midget in the world. Del, would you pick current Fury to beat the version of Vlad he fought in 2015? I'm not sure, Infern. With this Fury, with this weight on him, I've got no idea how he's going to look, man. No idea at all. So, it's a hard one. It's a hard one. I'm really, I am hyped. I've realised I've got some whiskey, you know. I'm not a whiskey fan, but shall we? I might start drinking that in a bit. I don't know. Vitaly versus Fury, that's a good fight. Vitaly's got more punch output than Vladimir, and he's not going to take no for an answer. You know, he'll chase the fight. I don't think he'll be as mesmerized as Vladimir was by Tyson Fury. I think Vitaly's a harder style for Tyson Fury than Vladimir was. Because Vitaly himself was fairly unorthodox, you know. He wasn't like a conventional fighter. Kind of leant back, popping the jab, you know, coming in at angles. You know, he had a weird style, Vitaly Klitschko. I think Vitaly would have been much tougher. I'd have probably taken Prime Vitaly to beat Fury, to be honest with you. Anyway, lads, I'm going to wrap this one up. It's been a pleasure. If you could smash the like on the way out, be much appreciated. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the fight. And yeah, jump over on Rival Boxing Talk and use his live stream because he's going live right now. Peace.